Hi there, I'm back today, back on the running track. Been gone for a while. We'll talk about it, where I was. Last 12 days have been crazy. Everybody has been sick at home. I have been sick a couple of times also myself. So running took a back seat completely. And day before yesterday, I went to the gym for a short session and felt like as if the body was completely done. But I'm back. Let's go for a run and we'll talk more. Cheers. And by the way, I'm at the beautiful Valen Lake today. I'll show you my track on this lake. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to be using my Adios Evo SLs today for the run. We are doing about 75 minutes run. These shoes, by the way, have not done very well in terms of upkeep. These things are kind of falling apart. And I've done about 250 miles in them yet, if I'm not wrong. I'll have to check the statistics. Quite windy out here today. I don't know how it's gonna feel, but very windy. The weather is very good, by the way. In Illinois, we went down to like 30 degrees or below freezing, and now we are back to 65 today. So it's been a roller coaster ride here, but I'm happy and not complaining at all. Just that it's a little too windy today. Before I carry on, let me show you the Valen Lake Preserve. Yeah, that is how the preserve looks like. Close to, if I'm not wrong, it's been a while I've run here, but this is like a 1.5 or 1.8 mile loop. Beautiful place. And then the Valen Lake actually connects to several other trails also. If you wanted, like on some of the days I've done, I would typically come from the Knoll Park. It connects back from here. So the days I'm doing like 15, 16, 20 miles type of run, this would be the place I would come. And then ultimately you can make infinite number of loops around the lake itself. It is just so windy, and like I was telling you guys, last 12 days have been very weird. My daughter got sick, then my wife got sick, then I got sick from it, and then my thing kept lingering on and on and on. So last, I think 6-7 days, I really haven't even run at all. It created the boating zone at Valen Lake. Yeah, so I haven't even run here. Yeah, I haven't run for last 6-7 days. And yesterday I went for a little bit of workout. And because once you recover from such an illness or flu or whatever you call it, the body felt like as if there is no energy, all the energy in the legs and the breathing, the whole system has been kind of hacked. So, and the same is the feeling today also. I can feel as if the body has no energy to run. although I'm supposed to be running slow. So that's why I'm taking a couple of breaks in between, just to not rush in this whole journey, but take it slow. So that's an update from my side. Again, today doing 1 hour and 15 minutes. We'll see how it goes. It's very windy also, so it's not helping my cause. But I'm happy to get back and happy to start running slowly, or getting back into the form slowly. Need to take the jacket off. Getting very warm. It is windy, but it's also getting warm. I think the weather is above 65 degrees this afternoon. Oh, this is so much better. This is so much better. Let's go again. 50 minutes more. By the way, today is also the day I'm going to be trying my headphones with the Garmin 265 and see how well they perform. For many months now, I've gotten into a habit of running without any music. I don't carry my phone. 265 has the feature to carry songs on the phone, so I want to see how this works. I don't want to break my habit of running without any music in my ears, or anything in my ears for that matter, but this would be a good try. I'll let you know how I feel. Started quite well, but the heart rate keeps jumping up, so I have to take a bunch of short walking breaks in between. Happy about it anyway. Taking a short breather between the run, like I said, it feels like completely new experience running back. Keeping the heart rate low is a big challenge. Yeah, I'm passing through this beautiful track. It's afternoon, the trees are massive and old. One of the things I see myself doing all the time is coming to these parks to run, rather than running, just getting out of my home and running on the street. Now when I'm coming to these parks, I envy people when I see them running by the streets. You know, it feels like they're saving so much time. You could just get out of this home, put on your shoes and just go run. But for some reason, I find it more enjoyable when I can come to places like these and run here, right? just gets me in the nature, and the views are nice. Now I don't know what will happen as winter really sets in. I may start using a lot of gym time to run, but does it happen to you also? Do you like to run just outside on the streets, on the sidewalks, or do you also like to go to a dedicated path or a trail to go and run? By the way, I have sweat getting in my eyes, it's biting. Alright, break time over, let's go. Yeah, the fall is gone. The colors are gone. Just most of the leaves are on the ground. It's one of the most beautiful seasons in my opinion. It just becomes the whole place becomes like a paradise. By the way, listening to music on Garmin 265 pairing with the AirPods Pro works flawlessly. I really like the whole experience. It works quite well, super smooth, not very difficult to download music also. So I have a YouTube premium account. YouTube Music also comes as part of it. So what I do typically now is I've created a playlist for myself named Garmin 265. So anything what I want on my watch, I can actually save to that playlist and then sync with my watch. So I was able to download, and this is again in the testing phase, I was able to download a couple of podcasts and some songs and tested it just now. Works very well. Now personally, do I want to listen to music all the time while running? I don't think I'm going to change my approach. This felt like removing the perception of how I'm running. So I may not do that, but it's a useful tool to have while running. So I've come to the far end of the trail. I'm going to take a couple of minutes of breather. It says this is Bolingbrook Area Bikeway Trail. You are at Royce Road Trailhead. Yeah, so I'm happy to be back on the trail running. I know this is going to be a slow recovery process, slowly getting back into running, and that's how it should be. I don't want to push myself too hard at the beginning and do something stupid. So this is going to be slow, and I am extensively using the Garmin recommended workouts, which I mentioned in my first episode also. That is going to be my modus operandi for training for whatever I'm training for next. So Garmin workout seems to be working out great, and with the Garmin 265, the benefit is I can see my plan for the whole week. So that's a big advantage and helps me plan my whole week or days of training ahead properly. I like that feature. And I don't know if any of you have used the Garmin 265. Here is another analysis paralysis I went through, where initially I really wanted 265. It looked great, the AMOLED screen, and then it had a few additional features which I thought would be amazing. Once I got the Garmin 265, I started feeling that why do I even need this watch? So I started comparing it to my Garmin 455. So went through a little bit of analysis paralysis, but for now I've kind of logged in the decision. No more messing up with that decision, and I also changed the color, by the way, of my watch. Exchanged it, the black color for the white color in the watch. I like that a little better. I know it stands out a little too much, and I don't know if I can wear this at office all the time, but guess we'll see how this goes. All right, let's go back. Let's finish our run. About 25 minutes of run remaining. Let's go. Just now met a old man walking the trail with his camera and the lens. So I paused to ask him what system he was using, and we shared a laugh. He's a Nikon guy using a 400mm lens. So I told him I'm a Canon guy. We shared a laugh on that. Beautiful, isn't it? I think life is about getting out and doing stuff you love instead of just staying home watching TV, eating, and that's it. Isn't it? Hardly seen our Indian folks getting out, doing stuff which is all about either expressing themselves or being creative. Even in India, you go to touristy places, hardly you see Indian uncles and aunties engaging in anything like that. Surprises me all the time. I don't think it can be about the resources all the time. At least for some portion of the population. I'm not saying everybody has resources to kind of spend on things, but when do we see people invest any time of theirs, any small amount of resource in doing anything creative, anything which they enjoy, where you don't need to be in a group of 20 people, where you can just be by yourself? Like they say, we are not lonely, we are with ourselves, right? I hardly see that. This trail has a lot of hills, short hills, and the condition I'm in, they completely mess up my heart rate. So I have to take a bunch of breaks. Well, it is what it is. So here is the view of the Whale Lake again from far away. Just only few reds left. The oranges have disappeared and the fall is almost at the end. Alright, that's the end of the workout for today. Yeah, this whole situation of heavy winds and my health, everything is messed up. So I did about 6.5 miles, very slow today, about 12 minutes pace with walking and all of that. The average heart rate was 146. Yeah, my goal was to stay as low as possible, but it is what it is. Time to get back. Cheers for now. Bye guys.